Hey yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Lil Mo Black. We're here with another video where I will be teaching you guys that use electric and nitro and gas or whatever. Even if you use electric and not gas, it really doesn't matter because you will find some useful tips. I'll be teaching you newbies or just telling you oldies how to program your remote controller remotes. And I am going to help you solve your sadness or your problems. So we're going to start by opening this cover and talking about the fundamentals of controllers for stuff like this. So we're gonna take all these screws out. Don't know if my phone will last this long, but I'll try it. Alright. So let's go on and take the case off of whatever car you use, and we'll look into it. So we're gonna disconnect everything here for a second. This one is a little unique, but don't mind it for now. So if you have a Nitro, you will have something like this. This is a battery tray. It's used for steering servo and throttle servo. Because of course, your electronical servos don't run on gas like your engine. Anyway, so you see these right here. Your car either came with a box that's used for AA batteries, or a power battery, like a battery sack, or whatever you call it. A small version of this, something that's like 1,800 milliamps, but something like that, but small enough to fit inside this box, and is only used for this and this. Anyway, so this is just for power. You don't really need to know much about it. What we're really trying to do is program remotes. So we're gonna volunteer, and we're gonna take one out of this car right here, because this car is pretty useless right now with its corroded servo. Really useless. So anyway, we're gonna take this out, and we're gonna get straight to the point. We're not gonna look into that right now. We got the receiver out. Oh, that car is nothing to worry about. This receiver is kind of broken, so I can show you the inside. This is the inside of the receiver. This is the motherboard, where it has all the stuff that I have no idea what it does. But, shoot, we'll be focusing on this right here. These wires, these prongs that are poking out. These are your connections. So, I believe it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. It's like 5 here, but I believe 1 starts at 2, and 1 is just the connection, and then 1, and then the real 1 is for the servo, and number 2 is for, which is number 3. Number 2 is for the throttle. So same with the electric. So we're gonna put this back on, and we're gonna start connecting stuff. Even though this will waste battery, you want to have your controller on for this process so you know things are working, so you don't go and connecting and then as soon as you turn it on, it's all wrong. We're going to start by plugging where your power supply goes. That's the first thing you do. After you do that, oh, and by the way, if you have an electric car, just turn your car on and do the same thing. Your car is basically the power supply. So turn your car on while doing the servos. And you want to switch it to on, or turn your car on if it's electric. And while you're doing that, you want to connect. You want to take your receiver and connect the first random wire you see. It'll come in handy after this step. Oh, and if you have a Nitro, like me, and your receiver, the wire that goes to your receiver, should connect to the back. Like, the receiver wire should connect to the back. Then your steering wire should go in front. So, we're going to see what these do. Alright. So, once you get all the wires in, test your connections, put your car up on something, and press the throttle and the steering servo and make sure that it looks correct. Make sure that when you do the steering, your steering moves. And there's also something wrong. Sometimes when you switch over to new cars, it would reverse its system. So when you go left, it'll go right. If you go right, it'll go left. So what you do, find your settings. And my settings is on this controller is right here. So I press this until you find channel 1. Put it on reverse if it's on normal. Put normal on reverse if it's on reverse. Wait, that didn't make sense. But you get it. Now, if you were to accidentally put it on throttle, where if you turn this wheel right here and your car probably sent flying to the wall if it's electric, or if this is moving when you connected it, and you need to take the wire that you put in the first one out and put it in the second one, and put the second wire that you put in the second and put it in the front. That's basically how you know and how you get it right. But I didn't do it wrong on first try, so it doesn't look like what you see. Anyway, now this black wire is the first wire. Forget about the red wire. This black wire is your first wire that you need to pay attention to. This is just a connection right here. So anyway, take the second wire and put it in the third slot. Now, the throttle is connected. Now, you see it's braking when I'm pressing throttle. And that would be bad, because if you were to start this, it would go on full blast if it was in reverse. So you need to go to your settings and find channel 2 and change normal to reverse, or change reverse to normal. Whatever it was on, put it the opposite and you should be good. Now everything is good. That is how you program. Now let me give some bonus tips. So, for electric, this is the Tamiya TTO2. Sometimes there would be a time where you connect receivers, and sometimes there would be like more than 2 wires, or there would be like only 1 wire or 2, 3 wires. For electrics, the whole battery in the car powers on the whole system, even it moving. So be aware you don't need this extra third wire, this red wire for receivers, because the whole battery controls the everything. So for this Nitro, this is the connection from the battery pack to the receiver, and that's why I need a red wire for this servo. And when it comes to remotes like these dumb little Traxxas remotes, you can't really do much. All you can do is flip, reverse, forward, reverse. That's all you can do. And you can do the steering settings, the steering trim, but I don't know about throttle, so I think you need to actually tune the engine for Traxxas. Unless you buy a different controller, you can do it electrophonically or whatever. Anyway, after you're done, put everything in neatly. Make sure no wires get stuck. Make sure you don't put anything in wrong, or your receiver might turn up like this. And you might be having this wire, this little zip tie on a piece of tape, trying to protect it. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for like whatever video you want. I might do a Madifier bash and the dirt. It was a suggestion, so that will probably be the next one. But off video, I'm gonna be running this. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, check out my older channel, which is Maurice McNeil with one L at the end of McNeil. And yeah, I might do some bash. I got a friend at school that I found out he does Nitro and electric, so he might, who knows, he might be featured in it. We'll see. We'll probably go back to the derby track that we made at the beginning of the channel. Who knows? The dogs are gone, so it'll be less annoying. It's the only reason why I wasn't making videos for that. So stay tuned. Please give input and text me, and my Snapchat, Facebook, try to DM me, join my Facebook community, Nitro. So I don't know, I don't remember the name, but I'll put everything in the bottom text. But try to join it or get in contact so we can build this channel more. Please, whatever. Do whatever you want.